He says, when trying to get children into our heritage, he wants to get children into his heritage as much as him. What things can I do to get them interested without pushing them into wearing a kilt?
It depends on the age you start them.
Yeah.
If you start
That's what I was
them,
gonna say.
literally, we'll just throw a picture of it. My son, age 1 day, in a kilt, in the hospital, in a little basket, so cute. If you get them into it that early and they see it as a part of their life and as a part of their family and as just a thing that you do, a way to bond, you go to Celtic festivals, whatever.
Yeah.
They see it as normal. It's when they see it as something weird and different, or when they realize it's different than what the rest of their friends are doing, that's when you're going to have more problems getting them into it. I kind of fear the day when I go to pick Liam up at school or something and I'm wearing a kilt and he gets made fun of, and seeing how he's going to navigate that.
Mm-hmm.
But the earlier you can get him into it, the better chance you have of having him kind of latch onto it. If you think about it, like, a lot of the people that like traditional Irish music, what do they say? Like the Dropkick Murphys. Ken Casey would say, I grew up with this music in my house. This is what my parents listened to. This is what they played for us. This is why I know all these songs, is because I grew up on it. This and the Clash and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So imbuing that, like letting them soak that in from an early age will reap rewards later on in life where they just know it. It's just part of who they are. How do you get them into that in a teenage year is a little bit more.
It can be harder. That could be harder. But it's, so don't try it when they're 15. Don't come home, hey, everybody, I bought kilts for everybody, it's, you don't, like we say with other contexts, you don't want to just surprise people with this stuff. You don't want to foist it on them all of a sudden. You got to ramp them up for it. But if you have a level of normalcy in your home with it, then it's not going to be that bad. And you may go through peaks and valleys like you do with any child's behavior. I got two. Where basically there are some times when they're really into something and things are okay, and there are other times when they want to rebel and then they're back again. They process things in waves and they process things at different times. So as long as it's fun and positive and not,
a punishment,
then you'll probably be fine. But you got to take a long view. You may have some times where they just refuse to wear the thing, but you may also find that, or maybe they rebel for a long time and then they come back, when they're 20 something and they show up at the front door wearing a kilt coming home from college, and you're like, whoa, hey. So it's, it just keep it fun. Keep it positive.
The other thing is you can do, take them to Celtic festivals,
right,
no matter the age.
Right.
Take them to Celtic festivals where they're going to see other people in a kilt. Even if they don't want to do it, just show them that other people do it. When you are, when they get late teens, especially for a guy, if he, is really into the ladies, shall we say, then if he sees that girls like guys in kilts, that literally could be a trigger. Like I jokingly say, I started wearing kilts in my early to mid 20s. And if I could have traveled back in time to 18-year-old Rocky and told him, dude, girls love kilts. That's a really easy icebreaker. Wear a kilt.
Yeah.
It would have made things in some ways harder. In some ways, I would have talked to a lot more people. So there's different angles at it depending on what is important to your child at what point in their life and what they're into.
Mm-hmm. I'd say also, where possible, include them in the ownership process and decision making, so they feel like they have some ownership in it. So it doesn't have to be their family tartan for the first kilt they get. Let them pick out the tartan that they like. Mm-hmm. Let them pick out a sporran if you're going to spend money on a sporran for a kid, which you don't always want to do. Let them make a few decisions and feel involved in it. And that will help it stick also.